And we actually got, surprisingly enough, we got some highlights this week. Because we saw
Rumble in the past.
you know, it's apparently this in-season tournament, man, is kicking off, bro. It's oh, they tweaking. They're not letting me be great. The
You gotta delete some.
I know what you're trying to do.
Gotta delete some history.
Hey yo.
No.
Well, let's just start with the biggest storyline so far. Clippers have not won a game since they've acquired Harden. Like it's crazy. Like
I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, it's obvious what's the common denominator there is what's the problem, but like what's the problem?
It's nice to say that you have 4 future Hall of Famers on the team right now, but let's go ahead and just release one because
Paul George a Hall of Famer.
Bro,
is Paul George a Hall of Famer?
Yes, because it's easy to make the NBA Hall of Fame. It is easy to make that NBA Hall of Fame.
What has Paul George done to make the Hall of Fame, Eric?
Brandon, wait. Watch this. Who was the 3rd best player on the Chicago Bulls team?
They have 6 rings. So whatever you about to say.
Dennis, wait, and just listen. Who was the 3rd best player on that team, right? Dennis, right?
A DPOI.
Okay, wait. Now who's the 4th best player on that team?
Mama.
Call me your mama, boy.
You're wilding. That's actually crazy.
Nah, go carry on with your point, Eric. What do you mean
who's the fourth best player on that Last Dance team? He wore the number 9, I believe.
Ron Harper?
No.
Ron Harper?
He's a foreigner.
Tony Kukoc?
Coach.
Do y'all know he's in the NBA Hall of Fame?
Bro, he was on the most dominant team of the 90s and arguably ever.
And he averaged, 7 points?
He was 6th man of the year for arguably the greatest team of all time.
His name is Paul George. He's in a funny space. But Paul George is not the reason why they're losing.
No, hands down. No.
The player that says he was a system is giving that system a virus. The player that said that people critiqued us for saying he was going to hurt the Clippers is actually a detriment. You got people out there trying to guard Jokic with Kawhi and Paul George because Ty Lue thinks you can put all 4 of them on the floor.
Yeah, that's the most horrible thing I ever seen.
That's a joke.
Silly.
And then it's like, bro, cut him, bro. You can't just cut him, bro.
Ooh.
Let him go be in Houston and have fun, bro. Just cut him, bro.
Yeah. And on the flip side of that, Tyrese Maxey is balling. He's balling. He got Philly rolling. Did they win? Did they beat the Celtics?
I didn't
tonight.
Well, that game was for the number 1. That game was for the number 1 seed. Both of those teams are looking really good early on in the season.
Yeah,
Tyrese Maxey is having a career year since James Harden left. I think he's averaging like 29 and 7.
Yeah.
40.
Celtics,
very
Celtics
efficient.
won.
Celtics won. Without Jaylen Brown and Kristaps, the long night. But that's kind of crazy.
This is what the Clippers need to do. You said cut James Harden. They need to cut the whole LA Clippers organization. Drag and drop them in Minnesota. You need to cut Minnesota Timberwolves. Drag and drop them into LA so we can put Minnesota on TV because the Clippers are not worth watching.
What he said? Why don't we take the bikini bottom and push it over here?
They're not worth watching. Stop throwing them until they figure it out. Stop throwing them and put cameras in Minnesota. We're watching Air Edwards. We literally saw Air Edwards last night in response to the brawl for it all.
Bro.
They was duking it out with Draymond.
Bro, and he's such a troll, bro.
Game highlights.
He knows people be saying he's like.
No cap, Jody Gobert.
Oh my gosh. Why is he not being great?
Bro, you got to clear your cookies, bro.
No, it's clear cash. But yeah, Edwards, he's a troll, bro. He's starting to wear that mic wristband on his forearm too, bro. He's in character mode, bro.
Bro, why yeah.
Here we have Draymond chucking out Rudy Gobert 2 minutes into the game before a point was even scored.
Bro, the score was 0-0, bro.
Bro. That's the funniest thing I done seen. I don't think I'm not gonna see anything funnier for a while. I ain't gonna lie, he hit him with a flying chokehold, bro. He said,
"Yeah,
he locked it in. He had him."
That
bro,
he's been necessary.
Bro, he's been waiting to do that shit since 2020, bro. Since he touched all the mics, bro. It ended the NBA. Since then, he was ready to choke him.
We started, but that was COVID payback.
Yeah,
definitely.
He said, "It's for LeBron."
When Rudy took the DPOY from him, Draymond ain't like that since. I think Rudy had 3 of them.
Oh, you talking about when Rudy started crying for that shit?
18, 19, 20. But yeah, man, that was the funniest thing, bro. Apparently the in-season tournament is working. Yeah, we getting chokeholds a minute into the game, bro. I can't imagine if that was Steph. Oh my god.
They were like, every time Steph don't play, Draymond Green try to be the gamer.
No, on some real stuff. Here's the problem.
I'm not even mad at the chokehold.
We're only surprised that Draymond is finding new ways. We're not surprised it's Draymond Green. Draymond Green, he literally gets slapped on the wrist for acting like that.
I ain't gonna lie. Are y'all mad at the chokehold?
Bro, it's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. You're not mad.
What if he would have got Rudy Gobert on the ground and started hitting with the UFC?
Rudy Gobert is 7 feet tall, bro. But I promise you, he had it locked in. It was
over. It was over.
Because, bro, when I first seen it, bro, I was like, "Oh, he's choking the nigga that was ripping Klay Thompson jersey." I looked harder. I said, "Why?" This nigga goes straight for Rudy, bro. But him ending that shit, bro. You finna play it,
bro? And then, y'all can hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. But my thing is like, they let him do that, bro. Like,
you want to go night,
and Edwards was talking that shit the other day. A couple games, not even the same week.
At the free throw line,
you ain't gonna do nothing. Anybody worry about you, Draymond? And then he got your man's in a chokehold. Carl Ant, you got put in a chokehold. It must be a Minnesota Center thing. It must be a Minnesota Center thing. DeMarcus Cousins had Carl Ant in a chokehold too. And so,
now that's a goofball.
They let Draymond. Not only did the NBA officials let Draymond get away with it, but the players let him get away with it too. So,
yeah,
is
he the most feared player? Never mind.
Most feared player. Hey, watch out.
I mean, they don't want to do nothing to him. They don't want to do nothing to him.
He the big bully of the league. You know what I'm saying? Sleeping his teammates. You got the tallest dude in the league in a chokehold.
They said Draymond Green gonna have a whole highlight tape with no baskets, and they made a 2-minute clip.
Okay, bro. He got Donovan Mitchell last week too, bro. So the players let him get away with it too. So you feel me? That's all right. But in other basketball news, Milwaukee Bucks, they not looking too sweet.
Mm-hmm. Nah, chill. I will say the only other big choke job in the league. You was about to talk about it, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, the Milwaukee Bucks, they're looking. It's still early in the season. They gotta figure it out, considering they lost a big piece with Drew Holiday. But the trade is not. I don't think it's working out in their favor right now. It's a lot of basketball left to be played, but they're struggling defensively. They've taken a huge dip. Giannis is still putting out 50-piece nuggets, but it's not enough. Are we surprised? You would think the Bucks are in trouble, or you think they'll figure this out?
I think we're looking at Shaq and Kobe, bro. The moment that we'll realize, like, once they realize that Giannis is still that guy, and Dame, like, Dame is trying to be Dame too much. Stop shooting like that, bro. Just play your game. Stop. Bro, he's literally pulling from the logo, act like as if we don't already know he pulls from the logo. Bro, just because you're on a good team does not mean we don't forgot who you were. Just play basketball and let Giannis cook. Play off of Giannis, like, and then show up in the clutch. Like, he's shooting wild, but he's going 3 of 17, 2 of 15. Bro, he's just chucking. Like, he's chucking up there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't help their ball movement. That doesn't help other players get involved. Like, they gotta let Giannis lead the way for sure. That's the only way it's gonna work to me.
Lead the way for sure. Similar to what the team that just won the championship did. Jokic led the way. As much of a bucket as Jamal Murray is, that offense still ran through Jokic.
Yeah,
And that was the point of Dame being there, though. It was for him to pick up where Giannis was lagging, not to come take over the offense. Giannis has 2 MVPs. He has the ring. Yeah, you bring the ball up the court, but you're not the best player on that team. It's not your team. So I definitely agree with that. And you gotta play defense, man. That's what the Bucks, bro. The Bucks, that's been their bread and butter for the past few years. Giannis has a DPOY. Brook Lopez led the league in blocks last year, I believe.
Yeah.
Drew Holiday, DPOY, or
it was Marcus Smart that year. He was
he was a top 2 finalist, but you could argue he was the best defensive player in the year. Chris Middleton plays defense too, even though he's been hurt. So I know he doesn't give as much effort on that end. But they gotta pick it up defensively. They've completely turned the tide on that end. Is it? I mean, you could argue though, like, nah. I mean, you could argue like Giannis's effect on the defensive end as well, considering he's the only anchor still there and it's not showing up. So like, has he really been carrying the defense?